Alright, well, we're gonna hope this setup works. And... okay, we'll see if this works. Been a bit of a rough week. Actually more of a bit of a rough past couple days. Haven't been feeling all that great. Something I ate or whatever, I really don't know, but just been out of it for the past couple of days. But, as promised, I do have the new pattern up and running, and I am going to be working on it here shortly, after I fiddle with this a little bit because it's driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. But, yeah, what I have on the screen right now is the beginnings of my Acadian pattern that I began earlier today. It's partially why I'm a little late. I was, kind of working on that, trying to at least get it started so that it wouldn't be so freaking annoying trying to do it on camera. And thankfully this one went a lot smoother than the Assumption sash, which I was actually kind of surprised because I remember it being a lot more difficult. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get working on it. If you have any questions, just hop in and say something to me in the chat. I will get with you as quickly as I can. With the different setup, the camera's my computer screen and the chat is actually off to my left. So if I'm, looking off camera, I'm checking the chat, just seeing if anybody's hopped on. So yeah, hopefully this setup works and I don't have as many technical difficulties like I did last week. Hopefully you all can actually hear me this time, because that was like the main technical difficulty I had. So if you can't hear me talking, please let me know. Which is kind of me redundant saying if you can't hear me, because then, yeah. But I'm pretty sure you can hear me because I've got readings on my mic going all the time on there. So hopefully this works out, no more technical difficulties, and yeah, I can just focus on working on this Acadian piece and show you how this pattern works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to weaving and yeah, just kind of chill, hang out, and relax for a little bit. So here we go. Just getting closer, hopefully without nudging my camera too much. Yeah, like that. Gosh darn it. I hate it when I have to jerry rig everything. Alright, and here we go. I've already gotten partway through the first pass, again, just because it would save some time on the video and you guys didn't have to watch me struggle bust through the first pass. Here we go. Hi, Brittany. Now the Acadian pattern, I think I mentioned it last week, but the Acadian pattern is basically 2 arrowheads side by side. I don't have an actual example on me because the only one that I had I ended up selling. It was only a sample size piece, but the person was so set on it that they pretty much told me name my price and they went with it, so I was kind of surprised with that. But this is actually my first full-size piece doing this pattern. Most of the other ones I've done have just been sample sizes, just trying to practice the pattern. Keep checking my camera, make sure you guys can see okay. Columbia. Okay, Gloria, I'm sorry, but I don't actually speak Spanish. Bleh, no hablo español. So I'm sorry. If you have any questions, I'm not going to be able to answer them. Looks like I'm gonna have to learn now, though. But, Brittany, with this pattern, it's working from the inside out and on either side of the pattern. So, as I said, it's a double pattern, so it works similarly to the double diamond and the double chevron patterns that I have. So I have my two patterns set up this way. I work from the middle out on one side with the arrowhead pattern. And then I switch over to the other, side and do the same thing. So I did the arrowhead on this side, the left side. And then I'll hop over to the one on the right and do the same thing. And then it gets crossed in the middle right here after working on both sides. Oh shoot, hold on. I switched to the wrong one on that side. Hold on. Gotta fix a glitch. Because it's actually supposed to switch with this one. There we go. All right. So yeah, I literally just keep doing each arrowhead one row at a time, and then making sure the middle threads cross so that there's no gap in the middle. Once I get this first pass done, I'll be able to show you a little bit better, because then I won't be in the middle of a pass. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that one's looking pretty good there. So I'll go ahead and start on pass number 2 here. So I weave through the middle color, then I go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th thread, switch it out, and then I weave down the rest of the way. And then I repeat on this side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull through, switch, weave out to the end. Okay. So there's that. The hardest part with this pattern is keeping tension, because you do so many interlocks and so many interchanges on top of it, crossing in the middle like this. So it's really hard to keep tension with this pattern. It's really an advanced pattern. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend trying to tackle this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit. Okay, there's that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch it out. Keep weaving until you reach the middle, and then make sure it crosses through the center. And then try to straighten up your tension. Again, that's going to be the most difficult part of this pattern, is trying to keep your tension even. Okay, and we'll go to row 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there's my previous one, and now I'm going to switch out with the one right before it. and then keep weaving to the middle. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull it through, switch it out, weave to the end. At least for this part, I've been glad that I've had more practice with the arrowhead pattern. This pattern's a little bit easier now that I've done so many other patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, quick switch that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Okay. Sorry, stomach's acting up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's working out pretty good. It's not a super bright orange, it's more of a kind of a muted, more like a pumpkin orange, and it's working out pretty good. This pattern's really going to have more of like a fall feel to it because that's pretty much all the colors that I picked. Brittany, thank you for your help with Gloria, by the way. I don't know a lick of Spanish, so I really appreciate your help with that. No sé cómo me puede ayudar. There we go. And probably the main problem I'm going to have is keeping tension in the middle here. That's going to be the hardest part for me. Because everything interweaves so much in the middle. Two, three, four, five. Okay, looks like I have to change my angle a little bit. I've rolled far enough down to where I'm almost off camera. This is going faster than I thought it would. There we go. That's a little bit better angle, right? You guys can get a look at that. I think this one's gonna be pretty. I'm already liking how it's looking. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like looking at it on my screen here because it gives me a different perspective on it versus what I'm already looking at here. I think this is going to turn out to be a really nice one. Kind of excited for it now. Okay. Okay. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm just kind of focusing on the pattern here. Okay. Alright. we go. And there's pass number 2. Whew. Alright. I just need to do some tightening here real quick. There we go. That's better. There we go. That is passes 1 and 2 for this one. Yeah, this one's going a lot faster than I thought it would. I remember this pattern being a lot harder the last time I went through it. So I don't know if I'm just remembering wrong or if working on the other patterns that I have helped me improve. But, yeah, these past 2 passes, let's see. I wove a little bit between 9 and 9:30 before I got on, and then I've been weaving this bit here. So it's about an hour of weaving, I think, for 2 passes, which, that's not half bad. I'll take it. Got my neighbors yelling at each other outside. Great. Perks of living in a complex. You never know what's gonna happen around here. I think they just had a fight. Not entirely sure. But yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's the basics of the Acadian sash. Basically 2 arrowheads side by side, and then you just make sure you cross your threads in the middle here. And that's pretty much it. My hands are doing okay. Wrist is starting to get better. The swelling's starting to go down a little bit. Just a little bit. Still hurts every now and then. I actually don't weave a whole lot during the week anymore and just kind of save it for the weekends now, just to kind of give it a break. I've been kind of focusing more on my drawing and illustration during the week as of late. So, yeah, that helps give it a break because I'm right-handed, not left-handed. So, yeah, I just gotta kind of, rework my schedule a little bit just so I can give it a break every now and then. And it hasn't gotten any better, but it hasn't gotten any worse. So, I really can't complain about that. Although it's starting to stiffen up a little bit, so I probably should go get it looked at one of these days when I have the money to. But, yeah. Back to the pattern. I'm really excited about this. What it's doing in the middle. I wasn't sure what it was going to do in the middle, but what it's doing, I'm absolutely loving what it's doing in the middle. Yeah, I know. I mean, it looks freaking cool already, so I'm, like, super excited about that. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to do a little bit more on the assumption that I started last week. So I'm going to go ahead and move this real quick. Pull that into a quick. Do that real quick. Yeah, that's looking gorgeous. I am so freaking happy with that. You know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to post that to Instagram now. Just going to get my phone open here. If it'll let me. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's looking so cool. So yeah, if you want to see a better picture of this, because I'm not sure the camera is quite picking it up, go check out my Instagram. I'll have a new pic of it up there. I'll put a link in the description after the video posts to my Instagram page. It's got more of my work on there that you guys can look through if you wish. Let's see how this works. Yeah. Oh man, that looks so cool. It's kind of trippy looking too in the middle. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Okay. There we go. All right, that's up and running. All right. Sorry about that. I couldn't wait to post that. This is looking so freaking cool, and I'm so excited about it. I mean, seriously. I'm just, it's looking so cool. Totally worth the pain in the wrist. All right. Now let's switch it up here. Because, oop, why'd my camera move? Loki! Why are you messing with my camera stand? Got my cat down here. Okay. So yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So excited. Okay. So, I know I've been promising you guys for a while to show you what the difference between the Assumption and the Flame Sash is. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do some finagling with my camera angles so that I can actually show you guys that now. Because I actually have a Flame and an Acadian up at the same time. So this will prove interesting. Or, not an Acadian. Ugh. Wrong one. Assumption. Difference between a Flame and an Assumption. Excuse me. Kind of not thinking clearly today. Having an upset stomach for 2 days straight will do that to you. Okay, so I'll tack that one down there. Come here, Flame Sash. Your old favorite. I got a bit of work done on this one this week. I think about 3/4 of the way done with the Flame Sash. I need to keep remembering to actually look at the camera and not at my computer screen. Okay, so let's pop this on here too. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so here's my Flame Sash that I've been working on for a while. Most of my regulars will remember this one. And then this is the one that I kind of struggle bust through to get started last week. And it's only got one pass on it done so far. Now, mechanics-wise, the way these patterns work is pretty much the same. There's just a slight variation in where you do your interlock to create the individual pattern. And I'm kind of excited because I get to show you guys how that actually works tonight. Because I have both of them in front of me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do another quick adjustment here, I think. Just so I can get these both on here. Okay, so we'll scoot this down. Pop you under here. Whoop, get back here. And don't be troublemaking, please. There we go. Okay. I think that's actually going to work. Tack this down. And pop it there. And that goes there. And not the greatest, but it'll work well enough. Okay. And then I'm going to see if I can move my camera around real quick so you guys can get a better view here. Maybe. And I'm going to go ahead and hide that real quick. Okay. So now you guys can see a little bit more of a side-by-side. This is going to be awkward for a few seconds until I finish showing you guys this. So, again, mechanics-wise, these patterns are pretty much the same. Only difference is where I do my interlocking. You guys have seen me doing the flame sash for a while now. So you know that when I do my trade out for this one, that's not going to stay put, is it? Probably not. Okay, so I'm going to have to improvise here real quick so I can get this to stay put. Sorry, more improv here. Yeah. Oop. Not too much. Okay. That's gonna have to be close enough for now. But with the flame sash, when I'm starting out my row, I usually switch out with the last thread of the next color. So in this case, I start weaving from the middle out with the yellow, switch with the last thread of the orange, then I take the orange, switch with the last thread of the bright red, and then take the bright red, trade it with the last thread of the dark red, and then I take the dark red out into the border color, which in this case, since I've already started this pass, you can see I have my switch out point there. So that's the basic of the flame. You switch out with the last thread of the next color bar to make your pattern. Now, the way the assumption sash differs, if my camera doesn't get all bonked around by how this is working. Okay, so there's that. The way the assumption works is instead of switching with the last thread of the color bar, you switch partway through it. So in this case, I believe I switched with the 6th thread of the color bar. So I take my middle color, which is in here, in this case it's the black, weave all the way through the middle. Now I start hitting my gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I pull it through, and I switch it out, and then I take the gray, and then I go to the 6th thread of the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, hold on. I lost count here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Now I know where I'm at. And then I switch that out, and then I take the white, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the next gray color bar, flip it out, and then this outside color bar has actually 10 threads in it, so I'm actually just going to take it out to the 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that just keeps things nice and consistent. Hi, Christina. There we go. So, and then you repeat that on the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One out, switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, wrong one. And that 1, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go. And there you have it. That's pretty much the only difference between these two patterns, is where you switch out your threads. So if you want to do the assumption, you're switching out partway through the next color bar, and if you want to do a flame, you switch with the last thread of the color bar. And that is pretty much the only difference between these two patterns. So yeah, that way you guys can get an idea of that. I'm gonna readjust my camera here so I can sit and work on this a little bit easier. There we go. But yeah, that's how those two work. It's mechanically they're the same, it's just placement that's different. There we go. Okay. So put this one away. Oof. That's the one I've been working on during the week, off and on. Okay, so let's get adjusted back here again. There we go. Hope you all can see that okay. Oh, hey, Christina, since you're here, I will go ahead and show you what you missed out. I started a new one today. So this is my new one. It's called the Acadian pattern. It's basically 2 arrowheads side by side. And I'm like giddy about this one. I'm so freaking stoked about it. So yeah, there it is up for you again, so you have a chance to take a look at it. But right now I'm going to be working on the assumption sash again. Try to get another couple passes in on that one before calling it for the night. Whoop. Try not to make the camera budge too much. Okay, so hopefully you all can see that okay. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get started on this one. Three, four. Oh, nice. I wish I could get back into painting, but I really don't live in a good place to do that. Pretty sure my landlords would not be too happy about me painting in the apartments. I mean, we're allowed to paint in the apartments. We're just, if when we leave, we have to paint it white. I mean, we can't leave anything here if we move out, but pretty sure they wouldn't be too happy with me painting in here. Leaving it everything else, though, I think they're cool with that. One, two, three, four, five. You have a good landlord then. 3, 4, and 5. One, two, 3, 4, 5. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. That's always nice. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Can you guys see how this one's starting to come together? Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, because of the white, if I put any more light in here, that's all you're going to be able to see. Because it's just going to outshine everything else. Oh, nice. Let's see if I can... I'll just move the camera here real quick. There it is. That's how it's looking so far. I'm really liking how these are working, how the colors are working together. I mean, that's looking really cool. Yeah, I'm happy with this one too. My husband kind of wants to keep it too, but I told him, nope, this one's for my inventory. Once I get my shop up, I'm going to be selling it. Three. Ow. Ow. I was surprised you actually said that because there's like no blue in it. It's black, gray, and white are the colors that I have for this one. It might be my camera too. I don't know. Alright, I think this is going to be my last one. Last row for the night. The wrist is starting to act up, and surprisingly, so is my shoulder. Like, my collarbone keeps popping, which is weird. It hasn't done that in a while. So, I'm going to do one more row, finish off this pass, and call it a night. Yeah, sure. Let me just do this last row real quick and I will pop that up. There we go. Okay. Do some tightening up real quick. Okay. And just because I can, go ahead and put the flame back up here for comparison as well. All right. So here's all three side by side. take that down real quick. There we go. Now you guys can see better. So here's all three of them side by side. From left to right, there's the Acadian, the Assumption in the middle, and then the flame on the right. So yeah, these are the three most complicated patterns that I know. And they're kind of my biggest projects at this point, and I'm kind of really wanting to finish them up now because they just look so dang cool. So the other smaller projects I have are kind of taking a sideline, which I really shouldn't be doing that. But I kind of zoom in on this one. You guys get a better look at that. It's looking pretty neat. I like what the middle's doing. Assumption's looking pretty good. Now that I got another pass on, you can really see the pattern coming out. And then the flame, well, the flame's an old friend. You all know how the flame's doing. And it's looking really cool. I'm about 3/4 of the way done that one. Well, no, not 3/4. About 2/3 of the way done that one. It's looking pretty good. So, yeah. That's all of those in one shot. You won't see that very often. Kind of kicking myself for starting 2 new projects before I had even finished another one. So I'm like, oh great, now what am I gonna do? But thank you, Brittany. I am very glad that you think so. But yeah, there they are. And here I am again. I gotta call it for tonight. Wrist is starting to act up, and for some reason my collarbone, which is really acting really weird. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get to work on these, or work on some of these a little bit more during the week. Or maybe I should probably work on the smaller projects, try to get those darn things finished finally. But, I don't think I'll start any new ones for a little bit because, well, I got these lovely ones now. And, yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of overwhelming and tiring myself out with these. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Really shouldn't be doing that. Artist problems, I guess. But, yeah, hopefully same time next week. I'm not quite sure which one I'll start with. I mean, all of them are a good choice to start with, and I still have the double diamond, the double chevron, and the little lightning pattern that I still have to finish. So, yeah, if you guys have any other questions or anything you'd like to know, leave them in the comments after the video is posted. I think I'll be able to put my Facebook page and my Instagram links in the description below after the video posts. At least I hope so. I know they're at least on one of my videos somewhere, so I know it's floating around somewhere. If not, I'll see if I can get it onto my YouTube profile so you guys can reach it from there. So, until next week, guys, have a good weekend. I hope you guys have better weather than I am having right now, because it snowed while I was doing the video, and now everything's covered in about a ½ inch of rain, snow, slush mix, which I don't know if that's going to freeze overnight or not, or if it's going to be all melted by the morning. Who knows? So I hope you have better weather than I do this weekend. And until next time, toodles.